4 Granada. Flathead. Yeah, I have an RB1 that was the only banjo I ever played from 1966 until August of this year. When I say only banjo I ever played, I mean I would play another banjo, but on stage I never played an entire set with another banjo until I played using this one. And I've dealt with a bunch of different banjo makers over a period of years, and always have tried to talk a good line about what they do, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it was amazing how little the Gibson guys did. They just let the banjo speak for itself, and I had needed some work done on the RB1, so I played this one for a while, and when the RB1 came back, I continued to play this, and it's kind of hard to choose between two things you really like, but this one's got a lot of good sound in it. I'm trying to kind of accustom myself to it and figure out how to get the stuff that I want out of the banjo and leave the stuff that I don't like it to sound like invisible or whatever, but I'm still working on that. Anyway, I do other kinds of things besides bluegrass. I don't get a chance to do them very much in the context of the Hot Rise band. In fact, the instrumentals that I play, if I can't come up with a pretty fast, hot-sounding instrumental, it pretty much doesn't get played in the Hot Rise band. So nothing terrible about that, but that's kind of the what the banjo is looked to for in the bluegrass context when we're performing. But I like to take advantage of the sensitive sounds of the banjo as well. So here's a little tune that I made up. It doesn't have a name, but I've been playing it for a while. Has a good name for that, I'd be happy to take recommendations. Actually, I usually play this next one in A, but I'm not going to now because this is a weird performing situation, as I'm sure you can all imagine, because of usually you got other instruments, you got an MC, you got harmony singers, and in my case you got suits, you got red knuckles, you got all kinds of stuff. So it's kind of naked up here. And a lot of times when I practice with a rhythm machine. So, and I didn't think it would be appropriate to have that going clunk, clunk, clunk up here. So it feels kind of naked for me, but I'm going to try this. Can you hear the phase shifter now on the banjo? As often happens, I can't because The banjo itself is kind of loud, and I don't hear the sound in the audience that great, and it's not coming out great in the monitors. That's the usual. Okay, checking those in the note there. All right, well, I guess I'll just do without hearing a lot of monitor on it. I remember how the song goes anyway. So. Can you please turn up the mandolin in the monitor? Okay, this one, I'm probably, well, that's the vocal monitor. I don't know if I need that. So. I still don't hear the phaser too much in the monitor. That's okay. Probably the most antique piece of electronic gizmo that anybody's got. You know, everybody's got SPX 90s and things that are real modern and digital. This is the equivalent of a horse and buggy phase shifter that I'm using here, made in 1974, but it's the one I've used all along. And this is one of the tunes that made me really want to use the phaser. Let's see. Maybe I'll play two. Anyway, here's one. It's called Plain and Fancy. Beta. Okay, I'll play another one that phase shifter oriented tune. This one uses a little tricky tuning that just knock down the fifth string down to F sharp. That's usually a good thing. There's a lot of D things you can do that work fine like that. But one day I got the idea to just throw up, go up to E. And it kind of turns one of the basic chords into an E ninth. And you get some nice things out of that. So here's one called The Highest Place. Another fade out. Wait for Bailey now. Just play this one more thing. This is usually kind of right-hand patterning that I get to use in some of the kind of hot ride songs that are more in the boogie mode, as we call it, more of a swing kind of beat. And it's just a pattern I came across, or a series of patterns I came across just fooling around as a young fellow. I never thought I'd put it to any kind of use, but I run into a few tunes that I've made up using it. And this one's called Haystack Rock.
Welcome back. I'm back. Yeah. Wish I could get this down low. That'll work good. I guess I'll just play. You could turn down this vocal mic, at least in the monitors feeding back. I guess I'll play a few different things and then open the floor to any questions or whatever. I'm going to play through noon, just since this is really my only chance. I have to get back to Nashville to work. Been on a real busy schedule lately. I just got back from South America yesterday morning, and before that I was in Canada, and I'm going to Tucson tomorrow morning, so unfortunately I can't be here for more of this great banjo hell. I guess I'll play some Irish tunes. I had the opportunity to spend a lot of time in Ireland and spent some effort to try and assimilate some of their tenor banjo stuff on the 5-string. So here's a few tunes I learned over there.
And Nate picked up music from their father, who was a fiddler and a banjo player. And also in the family were two other brothers who played the banjo. That's the family of their father. And one of them also had a son who picked up the guitar and later picked up the banjo, named Odell Thompson. The three of them are probably, they're among the last, if not the last, of the living black string band tradition that goes back into the last century. They're strictly barn dance musicians, as they will tell you. This is dance music. It's fine if you get up and clog in the aisles. Again, from Mebane, North Carolina, and from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Joe, Odell, and Nate Thompson.
Bring you a tune this evening. It's nice to be here with so many people. We're going to try to play for the first number, call it Old Black Annie. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Now, the next tune we will try to bring to you, we call it John Henry. John Henry, still driving man.
That's Joe, Nate, and Odell Thompson. Let's give them another hand. They sound like they could go all night, don't they? As Bob said, that's some wonderful dance music from Mebane, North Carolina, and some transplanted dance music by way of Philadelphia. That's in the Piedmont of North Carolina. Our next performer comes from